Assalamualaikum dear students, hope you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIEVS Home School. I am Sabreena Haque, Assistant Teacher of Science, National English Professional School, T-Ship. Dear students, today I am going to take a science class for class 8 student on the based on chapter 3. Today we will discuss first the last part of the chapter, that means part 3, and along with this part 3 we will discuss creative question 1 and 2 from your books exercise. Now let us move forward our today's topic. The name of the chapter is diffusion, osmosis and absorption, and this is our lecture number 13. Dear students, today we will discuss lesson 8 to 10, that is transportation of water and mineral salt. We have already known that the plants absorb water and mineral salt from the soil through root hair of the root. This water and solution of mineral salt must reach the leaves because leaves mainly use these as raw materials for the manufacture of food during photosynthesis. Again, the leaves send manufactured food to stem and branches. The process by which absorbed water from root hair reaches leaves and food from leaves reaches different part of the plant body is known as transportation. Dear students, this is the definition of transportation. Like absorption, transportation process is of great importance. Transportation takes place through vascular tissue, xylem and phloem. Water absorbed through root carries up to the leaves through xylem tissue, and liquid food materials from leaves reach different parts of the plant body through phloem tissue. So, vascular tissue, xylem and phloem are transporting channel of the plant body. The transporting process is carried out in the following way. Water enters into the body through root hair by osmosis, and mineral salt dissolved in water absorbed by inactive and active absorption. That means by osmosis process water absorbed and mineral salt absorbed in inactive and active absorption process reach the xylem tissue, and xylem is responsible for the upward transport of the sap. Liquid food materials manufactured in the leaves go down through the phloem tissue, and upward and downward transportation is known as transportation of plants. Water and mineral salts dissolved in dissolved in soil, water absorbed by root hair and transported to the leaves through xylem vessel can be proved by an experiment. If you have the peperomia plant in your home, sometimes we can get it easily in our flowering tub, and this peperomia plant's midrib is transparent, and if you put this peperomia plant in a bottle which is full of red color water, after few times you will find that the midrib of the leaves of peperomia plant it looked red color. That means it proved that the water which where the root was dissolved, and that through the root it absorbed the red color water, and for the red color water the midrib of the and the vein of the peperomia plant's leaves become red. Now we will solve the exercise. In terrestrial plants, transpiration occurs through dash. It will be aerial plants. Aerial parts. Now cell membrane is dash membrane. It will be semi-permeable. Membrane. Now come to the multiple choice question. What do you mean by the process of release of the body water of plants through leaves? Dear students, that will be transpiration. Now come to the number 2. During osmosis, semi-permeable membrane is necessary. Solute moves from the lower concentration to the higher concentration. Solvent moves from the lower concentration to the higher concentration. Dear students, we know that one is correct and that one is correct, because through semi-permeable membrane only solvent can pass. Then answer will be B. Then Anwara kept some Rajnigandha in flower vase for her room decoration. In the evening, she found the room was full of fragrances of flower. The noticed similarity of she noticed similarity of this situation to a special process she has learned in science book. Then it will be number 3. What is the special process started in the STEM? It will be diffusion, because diffusion is the process through which the solid, liquid and gas is spontaneously spread from the higher concentration area to the lower concentration area. And this is number 4, the cited process. Oxygen enters into the cell, water released from the plant body, plant absorb carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. Dear students, all are correct, because plants do all the things through the diffusion process. Now we will discuss the CQ1 and 2, which is from chapter 3 and of the exercise. You will get this question in page number 34. One day Jari's mother kept some dried grapes, that means kismis, in water for cooking vermicelli. After some time, Jari found that the dried grapes are swollen. On the another side, Jari's sister was drawing a picture with the help of color and brush. At that time, a minute amount of color from the brush drops into glass of water and spreads out in the water. The first question is, what is permeable membrane? Question number B is, what do you understand by imbibition? Question number C is, by which process does the dye from the Jari's sister brush of Jari's sister spread out in the water? Explain. Question number D is, why is the swollen process of dried grapes, that means kismis, that Jarif observed important for plant? Explain. Dear students, come to the answer. First question was, what is permeable membrane? The answer is, the membrane through which molecule of both solute and solvent can pass easily is called permeable membrane. The question B was, what do you understand by imbibition? Plant body contains various colloidal substances such as starch, gelatin, etc. These substances can absorb water because of their colloidal nature. The process by which colloidal substances, that means cell wall in plant, absorb different liquid water in case of plant is called imbibition. Question C, by which process does the dye from the brush of Jari's sister spread out in the water? Explain. Dear students, we know this process is diffusion. And come to the answer. Jari's sister was drawing picture with the help of color and brush. At the time, a minute amount of color from the brush dropped into a glass of water and spread out in the water. By diffusion process, dye from the brush of Jari's sister spread out in the water. Matters, that means substances, are made up of small molecules. These molecules are always in motion. In case of liquid and gas, the motion of these molecules are very fast and shows tendency to diffuse towards the region with lower concentration from higher one. This movement of molecule continues as the concentration of two regions becomes equal. This type of movement of molecules are called diffusion. In above stem, concentration of color was higher. So, when minute amount of color from the brush drops in the glass of water of lower concentration, it diffuses towards the lower concentration of the water very fast and continue till the concentration of both the region become equal. Dear students, your question D will be question D is, why is the swollen process of dried grapes kismis that Jarif observed important for plants? Dear students, we know the dried grapes swollen up process is the osmosis process. For this question answer, first you have to write an introductory line by following the question, and then you have to write the definition of osmosis. Then you have to write the importance of osmosis. Then answer you will find is page number 27 and 28. Again I am saying, first you have to write the introductory line as per question. Then you will write the definition of osmosis from the page number 27, and you have to write the importance of osmosis according to your textbook from page number 28. Then you will write the concluding line. That means then you we can say from the above discussion the importance of osmosis in plants is immense. Then you can write from page number 27 and 28 the total question answer. This will be your homework. Now come to question number 2. After returning from school, Adiba saw that the plants in the tub was withered away. She watered the plants in the tub in the afternoon. Next morning she found all the plants alive and afresh. Question A is what is diffusion. Question B is what transpiration is called, the necessary evils. And question C is why did the plants of the tub withered away. It will be withered away. Withered away. Explain. Now question D, how did the plants become alive? Explain. Dear students, the answer of A is the process through which the molecule of any substance are spread from the region of its higher concentration to the region of lower concentration is called diffusion. Question B was the why transpiration is called the necessary evil. The answer is transpiration is very essential and significant process for plants. High rate of transpiration is harmful for the plants. This is why transpiration is known as the necessary evil for plants. Now question C was why did the plants of the tub wither away? Explain. Now question answer is the plants in the tub had withered away because there was lack of necessary water in the tub. Water is very essential for plants' lives. Terrestrial plants absorb water from soil through root hair. Plants use a portion of this water in different metabolic activities, and rest of it goes out in the form of water vapor to the atmosphere by transpiration process. In the above stem, plants of the tub also expelled water in the form of water vapor by transpiration process but it did not get water in the same proportion for the performing metabolic activities. For this reason, plants in the tub had withered away. Now come to the question number 3. How did the plants become alive? Dear students, for this question answer you have to write an introductory line from this stem. Then you have to write the absorption of water and the process of imbibition and the absorption of water, and from the page number 29, and then you will write the concluding line. That means the total main answer of yours is absorption of the water. The total part of absorption of the water you have to write for this question answer, and you have to give a introductory line from according to the stem, and you have to write the concluding line after the writing the answer. Dear student, this is your homework number 11. Creative question number 1 is D and creative question number 2 is D, and this is you have to submit on the Saturday from 9 am to 3 pm. Dear students, I have finished my today's topic. Hope you have understood. Do the SW regularly and read the chapter regularly. Learn the question answer and practice again and again. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.